Weak explanations. This is one of the toughest parts of the SF-86, which causes a lot of kickbacks. So because the weak explanations tends to trigger the BI that maybe they're hiding something, maybe they don't want to let the whole truth come out here, maybe they're trying to make something sound better than what it actually is. And this is where you guys are falling down. You don't need to have a weak explanation for the truth. All you need is the truth, okay? They already know, and I already know you're not perfect. So I see weak explanations all the time when I'm doing the SF-86 rewrites, which I do. And when I rewrite it, we sit down again, we go over it to make sure it fits, because this is your life. I just have to make sure that what you wrote is really honest. So we're not gonna do this like we're doing this in the darkness. We're gonna do this in the full light. We don't want the weak explanation, because what happens with that, it gets kicked back. We send it right back to you and say, hey, fix this and fix this and fix this. And because what happens now, so you fix it again, and you finally get it right? So what happens when the BI meets with you, either by calling in person, whatever, guaranteed he or she's gonna go right for that spot we had to fix, okay, the weak explanation. And then you and I are gonna verbally make sure that it makes sense, okay? Now again, the BI person, they're not expecting perfection, but they do want you to be able to answer their questions so that it makes sense, okay? It's very important you don't try to hide anything, because you're not perfect and they know that. We all know that. Hell, no one's perfect, right? But what we're going for, though, is honesty and integrity. That's so important for this position, for any position you're going for, because the SF-86 is there for many positions. So don't be embarrassed about your past. If you want the job, the career, the occupation, the badge enough, you'll be transparent with your life, right? We all have things in our lives that we're not so proud about, but you're at the point now, you're at the SF-86, you want to make sure you are as open and transparent as possible. Now, I have below, for the past 6 years, my SF-86 review options for you. Get into my description down below, click on one of the programs you want, then get into my calendar and I'll show you how it's done. But you do not have to be embarrassed for your life. Just be transparent, okay? This is Coach Mitch. I want you guys to continue the mission. Take care. Bye-bye.